Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Let's do a grace card reading, y'all. I'm laughing because my cat just peered over the table. I think she wants something from me, but we'll have to get to her in a minute. Right now, let's do a grace card reading. I did pre-shuffle our grace cards. I'm just going to cut them one time and just see, let's do just an energy check. If you're here, welcome. You're supposed to be here. There's going to be something in this reading for you. So stick around till the end. You have no idea what's going to come out of this one. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I appreciate your time. And on your way out, if you like the video, please hit that thumbs up, okay? And consider subscribing if you're not subscribed. It's free. You might get you might enjoy yourself. You might get something out of these readings because they are channeled and they're blessed, and I feel really blessed to be here. Beautiful. Affection. Hey, Lisa Sansfield. Shout out. Affection. And these are the grace cards by Cheryl Richardson. They're completely dated, and this deck is very, very old, but it's very, very dear and charged with a lot of love. Affection. I know, I'll be right with you. Love yourself. You are the ultimate creation fashioned by the hands of a divine artist. You know, and people tell you that all the time. We have no idea how far away we get from loving ourselves, our love center. It happens for all kinds of reasons, and a lot of it is stuff that we don't want to admit. It's like stuff that we do that we know that's a little untoward, but we know we justify it because they got this thing that we want to accomplish and blah 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 blah. But a lot of it is also it's input. Where's my tissue? I got a little something. I also have found myself living near an airport, and I'm kind of reacting to jet fumes. But anyway, a lot of it is because of stuff that comes at us and the input that we get from other people, and you know, others aren't trying to oppress us most of the time, unless you just happen to have tapped into a bunch of narcissistic energy. But you know, they end up doing it inadvertently, because the nuance with a human being is if they can't believe it for themselves, they can't believe it for you. And a lot of times our dreams, our wishes, our hopes get shot down, you know, which kind of diminishes our self-esteem a little bit. And we can't go around blaming everybody else for those feelings, and we have to master our own emotions. We have to control our thoughts, which can help us master our emotions, which can keep us on our own personal journey. But along the merry way, and before we're even enlightened to any of that, a lot of damage happens to our self-esteem. And it can take us, without pointed focus and without pointed diligent effort, a lot of times our self-esteem it's like it's not even on the mat outside the door. It's like under the mat. It's like we rubbed our feet on it so far, and then it's underneath, and we can't even see, and we don't even realize that about ourselves. So it's important, as we grow up and as we become independent individuals on this planet, even if we've got a busy life, even if we've got a big family, even if we have a lot of friends, or if we work a lot and we have to be in company a lot, it's really important that we find a way to be affectionate with ourselves. And for me, I remember when I first started this, and it wasn't really on purpose. I may guess up in the ether it was on purpose, but I remember the day that I started having a sense of humor with myself. I swear I remember this day. I was in production, I was in my kitchen, and I dropped an egg, and I needed every single thing. I was on a timeline, and I needed that egg. And you know how we do. If something happens or we do something, we start cursing and we're mad, and then we trail off into this domino of negativity, and then our afternoon's screwed, and then we think about it that night, and then tomorrow morning we're pissed off that we got to go get eggs. I didn't do this that day. I just sort of laughed it off and gave myself some room to breathe, and I reminded myself that I was really under the gun and that stuff. And I don't think I've ever dropped an egg in my life. I mean, seriously, I've been handling food a lot. I was handling food back then a lot. Anyway, that was part of my career back in the day, the catering thing. And I don't think I've ever even dropped an egg before. But honestly, I remember just a click in my personality that let myself off the hook, and it lightened the whole moment. And when I did that, the ease of the situation without putting pressure on me, I came up with a creative solution for what I needed in that moment to execute my deal and stay on my timeline. Just everything starts to be better in our worlds when we can start to show ourselves the affection that we vie from others. We go to others for all of this love and attention and affection, and when it comes from us first, we are so groovy, we are so good, we are so fulfilled, we're so much happier, we're so easy. I remember when I started doing that, having a sense of humor with myself, it was apparent how much easier it was to deal with other people. When I started being nice to myself in earnest, all of a sudden it was just so much easier to deal with other people. And I've never been I have an outgoing personality. I always thought I had a sun in Leo, or a Leo rising, and it's not true. I don't have a Leo rising, but the truth is my inner nature is a very solitary nature, and I'm not a big people person, okay? And that's just the truth. I go to the grocery store super early in the morning. Okay, I'm either super smart or I just really don't want to be around the crowd, all right? But when I started doing those little things for myself, like giving myself that, understanding that I don't like a big crowd and getting up early on purpose, or allotting time in my morning on purpose to go do that function, those are the little things of affection. If we start doing that for ourselves, taking it easy on ourselves when we're working hard and something doesn't go right, learning to really, really own the things that we do that we know make us uncomfortable on some inner level, learning how to forgive ourselves for putting ourselves in that situation, because you have no power. If you're giving all that stuff away to somebody else, okay, I'm in a situation, I blame so-and-so. Well, guess what? You ain't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere with that attitude. You got to own it to have any power over it. But when we start to recognize those things that really don't make us feel good, and understand that we are engineers of almost every single thing that does that to us, and we learn to take that in, recognize it, own it, and forgive ourselves to move on in life, and not to carry that crap around, and not to blame others so that we're not some big old victim in life, that affection is golden. It is priceless. And it reflects everywhere. People aren't cerebrally, conscious of this thing that you've done for yourself, but they pick up on it and they give you that back. It reflects. And there's your affection from the outside world. It starts with you. When you carry that vibration reflects for you. Okay, this is a really important card. I'm going to hold it closer so you can kind of see it. I am so happy we got this. This is so important. So in that way, don't let yourself off the hook for all the crap that you're trying to pull with yourself, not honoring deals, that kind of stuff. But learn to take it a little bit easier on yourself, excuse me, and have a sense of humor with your folly. And the first thing that's going to do is make your life easier and a little bit happier, a little softer. And the second thing it's going to do, it's going to make it a lot easier for you to cope with other people and their folly, which creates a huge dynamic of good. Okay? And then just other little things will start to mirror in your outside life that reflect what you're doing for yourself. Okay? That is how that works. Okay, I think that's pretty straightforward. So I'm going to end this reading right there, y'all. Thank you for being here. I'm so pleased that you came and spent some time with me. That matters. It really matters to me because our time is really valuable. Your attention is the most valuable commodity that you have. So I hope something in this reading did touch you. Take it away. Go utilize it. Share it with your friends if you care to. And I guess we'll meet here again very soon. Thank you for being here. I'll see you soon.